Welcome, and thank you so much for attending today's joint press conference with Alfred University and Alfred State College. I am Deb Stewart. I am the Associate Vice President for Student Experience, Athletics and Recreation at Alfred University. I am joined by our other colleagues to share exciting news about the Alfred Cup, an annual competition between Alfred University and Alfred State College and our intercollegiate athletic teams. The Alfred Cup demonstrates the power of an idea and will celebrate, as the Washington Post ranked us, the collegiate ultimate college town. In the data analysis by the Washington Post reporter, the Alfred community, with a population of 4,026, was shown to be made up of 85% college students. And as we stand here near the intersection, you turn one way to AU and turn the other way to A-State. Undoubtedly, we are a college town. As the Alfred State Director of Athletics, Jason Devoyak, my bad, and I met at the Jet to discuss this collaboration to celebrate a unique competition. We were excited about the opportunity for us to showcase Alfred, as well as support the community and compete as two strong NCAA Division III athletic programs. I am pleased to introduce to you Jason, who will provide more details about the Alfred Cup. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, Deb. We are very excited about this collaboration between Alfred State and Alfred University. The Alfred Cup is an annual competition between the two institutions. It's scheduled to begin this fall and will utilize a point-based system that awards 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, and 0 points for a loss in head-to-head matchups or predetermined meets amongst intercollegiate varsity programs. The sports eligible for the Alfred Cup competition are men's and women's cross country, football, men's and women's soccer, women's volleyball, men's and women's basketball, men's and women's swimming and diving, baseball, men's and women's lacrosse, softball, and men's and women's track and field. The Alfred Cup points will be tracked throughout the fall, winter, and spring seasons, and a winner will be determined based upon the total amount of points earned. The trophy will be presented to the winning institution in May at this location on an annual basis. The first competition of the Alfred Cup is a men's soccer matchup set for Friday, August 29th at 7 p.m. at Pioneer Stadium. Later in the fall, the football teams will square off during a Week 10 matchup on Saturday, November 8th, also at Pioneer Stadium. The women's soccer teams will face each other on Wednesday, September 10th at Unovich Stadium. Other fall contests that have been scheduled so far include volleyball and cross country, with dates to be announced. The scheduling of winter and spring contests are in process as we speak. The Alfred Cup represents more than just a competition. It's an opportunity to celebrate the uniqueness of our community, where two NCAA Division III institutions sit across the street from one another. This competition will bring out the best in our student athletes and create long-lasting moments for our campuses, community, and fans. We're excited to launch this annual tradition and look forward to the energy, excitement, and camaraderie it will bring to our village. I'm pleased to reintroduce you to Deb, who will provide more details on how the Alfred Cup became possible.
Thanks, Jason. As part of the Alfred Cup, besides outstanding competition, supporting our Alfred community will be an important aspect of this initiative. From our football team's commitment to the National Marrow Donor Program to other teams supporting families during the holidays and food drives, we are committed to the Alfred Cup making a positive impact on our community. We are also thrilled to partner with the Power and Construction Group to design and build the traveling trophy. With its roots in Western New York, the Power and Construction Group is a well-established utility service that was founded in 1970. The Power and Construction Group installed the infamous lone traffic light in Alfred. We are grateful for their shared excitement in the Alfred Cup. I also want to thank David Snyder from Alfred University, who also works at the Alfred Sun and is a former A-State employee. Dave connected us with the Power and Construction Group and initiated the conversation about the trophy. The trophy will feature our mascots, and we look forward to seeing it in the future. Joining us today from the Power and Construction Group is Executive Director Pete Wiersba.
Thank you. Is that here? Okay. Thank you for inviting me here today, Deb. I'm Pete Wiersba, Executive Vice President, Power and Construction Group, and our subsidiary companies, Twin Tier Constructors, KBH Environmental, and Valley Sand and Gravel, all headquartered in Scottsville, New York. When PCG and TTCI bid the work and were awarded the work for the traffic signal and for the bridge, we had no idea the significance of the project. A lot of times we focus on the construction, getting the job done, and don't spend a lot of time thinking of the impact. First, the disruption during construction, but second, the lasting impact of the work, the completed work. So I'm excited to be here today to see and feel the energy. Beautiful day. But just for a moment here, as PNCG has grown, we've been looking for candidates, obviously, for our jobs. The job openings we have is if we reach out through the Buffalo, Rochester, Southern Tier. So collaboration with Alfred makes a lot of sense to us. We've also tried to become more visible in the communities we serve, the communities that we work in, the communities our employees live in, and do so in a meaningful way. So again, this made a lot of sense to collaborate with Alfred. We're proud to be a sponsor here. We're proud to be, custom building a trophy, one of two actually, but also the lasting impact of the signal here. So we look forward to a long-lasting relationship with Alfred and be a proud sponsor of the Cup. So thank you. I'd like to introduce again Jason Doviak.
Thanks very much. Thanks again to the Power and Construction Group for jumping on the opportunity to partner with the Alfred Cup. We appreciate your support. I would also like to recognize and thank Serviu Credit Union for becoming a supporting sponsor of this great event. Representing Serviu here today is Assistant Vice President of Marketing, Carrie Foley, sitting to my left, who we'd like to recognize and thank today. Carrie, thank you for your commitment to this event, and we look forward to working with Serviu and the Power and Construction Group to make these events more memorable. Joining us today from the town of Alfred is Mayor Jim Ninos to say a few words. Mayor?
Thank you so much. I am absolutely incredibly excited about this thought. The most important part, it's called the Alfred Cup. It's not one side or the other. It's all about all of us. It's all of us that participate in Alfred on a day-to-day basis. I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable because I'm wearing blue, but I want you to know the next time I come, I'll wear yellow. And that represents both of you. And I promise you, I will not get confused as to, I will promise you that I will stay neutral. And I won't get caught up in the middle. I have spent a lot of time, we have talked about this idea, and this idea came about, actually, the first time I heard about it was a meeting that I had with Mark Zupan and Steve Morrow and myself. We were sitting in a conference room, and we were talking about different things going on in the village and what we can do and how we can resolve things. And one of the conversations that came up was the football game. And it was really, really interesting because both Mark and Steve were absolutely crazy excited about it. They said, hey, let's have a football game and we'll play half the game down here on our campus and then we'll all move up and go to the other campus. Well, I shared that with our police department and they about cried. The idea of trying to make that transition. But it was, that's how exciting this is. I think this is going to be probably a tradition, hopefully, if we don't chicken out at the end of this one. But I'm telling you right now, I think this is going to be bigger than Hot Dog Day. I think it's going to bring people from all over this area, people that, alumni. I think when you put competition in the equation, people come. People want to see that. They want to be a part of it. I think the community all around us will join in. I think it's going to be a huge event. And as a village, I am totally excited about having this opportunity to be a part of it. I promise I'll be yellow next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I now have the great pleasure to introduce to you the Alfred University President, Mark Zupan.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you to Deb and Jason for coming up with this powerful idea and working hard to bring it to life. And thank you to Pete and Carrie for your sponsorship support. As you heard from Deb, we're the collegiate town in the United States, according to an article in the Washington Post 2 years ago. We're the only place that we know of in the United States that has more higher ed institutions also than stoplights. 2 higher ed institutions, 1 stoplight. And this collegiate town is really proud to celebrate the stoplight's birthday every June. We just celebrated its 50th in now its revised form. While the Washington Post named us the collegiate locale in the United States, the reverse is also true. Together, Alfred University and Alfred State are the 2 villagest universities in the United States. We deeply care about the village and are proud to partner with you, Mayor Ninos, on Alfred's continuous vibrancy. As president of Alfred University, thank you for that partnership, Jim. We're in the process of revising our vision, mission, value statement, and we'll be seeking our board's approval next month. And an important revision that came up through the process of asking our campus community for input was that something important was missing from the previous version. So the revision includes the following. We value a sense of belonging to our community and its natural environment. It's true, and it's something we're proud of. Our 3 core strengths at Alfred University are inclusivity, intersections, and mentorship. Inclusivity, we believe this annual competition will foster a greater sense of belonging, first and foremost among the students in this community, and then our faculty and staff. We celebrate the stoplight and the intersection, but the more we can promote porous borders, we're all better off. We learned that in COVID by working together. This is the next important step. And always struck when meeting with alums how many have degrees from both institutions and also are couples married from both institutions, representing both institutions. And we have a lot of our coaching staff members, athletic department staff members here. They play critical roles in mentoring our student athletes. So we want to thank them for that, celebrate it. This investment in the well-being and excellence of our student athletes makes for great teams, great campuses, and a great village.
Thank you, President Zupan. I'd now like to introduce our Vice President for Student and Employee Affairs, Dr. Greg Sammons, to say a few words. Greg?
Thanks, Jason. So I know that timing can be everything, and timing is often important. And this is an idea that different people have talked about in different iterations over years. And boy, the timing is right. The timing is right. The timing feels perfect. And also, it takes special people to take something from those conversations and those ideas, but actually get it over a finish line to make it real. So I want to thank Jason and Deb and President Zupan, President Morrow for doing that work, and Mayor Ninos for having the conversations on what would it mean to make this a real thing. And so it's happening, and it's super exciting for that. I think that perhaps one of the greatest benefits is the memorable experiences that it's going to create. Students remember big games. You remember if you played in a big game, but you remember being at a big game. This creates opportunities for multiple those types of memories to be formed. And I'm excited for our students. I'm excited for the village. I'm excited for people that work at both institutions. That is a huge benefit. I'm also excited for the community impact this is going to bring. We have a lot of people that drive under this traffic light, maybe going in between Hornell or Wellsville. This is going to give people a reason to turn left and right. It's going to give people a reason to go under the traffic light going this way to that way and vice versa. That is only a good thing. And so we're excited about that as well. We're excited about the civic engagement potential for this and how it can benefit our community organizations. And we do recognize, as the mayor said, this is going to bring people to Alfred to take part in this. And so that brings additional traffic into the village, which also supports the village strategic plan that we've been also trying to support and work towards. More people visiting our businesses, more people visiting what we know is a great secret, which is how neat and how unique Alfred is. So we're nothing but excited, particularly for our students because of the memories that are going to be created from this. Again, an idea that has had different conversations for 2 decades, I think, is now real because of the leaders that are surrounding this podium. So thank you to everyone. We look forward to this. We hope it is a tradition that goes for a century to come. So thank you.
We're happy to answer some questions if anybody has questions. All right, Allison.
This is an exciting moment. We have seen college athletic rivalries form around the country. What does the Alfred Cup mean not just to both universities, but for the community of Alfred?
Start. I think our comments today reflect the excitement that we have, the impact that we can have on our community, more than just what happens on the field and on the court, on the track, and other venues. Yes, that competition is important to us. We are in athletics, so that competition means a lot to us. But the impact that it can have on our community, that we can, do some fundraising around the community. We can impact the community through the bone marrow work that our coaches are doing, or through sponsoring families and doing other types of things. To me, we all can realize that we're part of something way larger than just that competition.
Yeah, I agree with what Deb had said, but when I arrived here 8 years ago, I found it very interesting, the setup between both institutions. And we used to compete against each other, but on a scrimmage basis. We would have these certain matchups where different teams would scrimmage each other. And I found it interesting that it was likely the most highly attended contest of the year for those scrimmages. The community came out, a lot of student athletes, coaches came out to support those individuals that were competing. And I always thought it was a very unique setting and opportunity to really combine forces to make something happen. So this is a great day. I think this is going to be outstanding for our student athletes, for the community, for everybody involved to support our programs. Our programs continue to grow and improve, and we're very fortunate to have one another right across the street from each other to compete against.
I have a question. How do you think the Alfred Cup will change the culture around the town of Alfred? Change the culture around the town of Alfred.
I think the culture has been really strong in the community. Now it's just going to give everybody an opportunity to really go and support their, institution. We're going to have a set schedule on an annual basis, a regular basis, and folks are going to be marking their calendars as far as those matchups and really looking forward to those opportunities to come out and see some great student athletes compete against one another.
Yeah, I echo Jason's comments. I think, to formalize those competitions and make them meaningful. Obviously, scrimmages are preparation, but when it's a game that counts in the win-loss column, that adds some energy around it. So our intent is that it builds the community. It continues to build on the foundation that's already here.